And our first guest is Ashleigh Williams. And Ashleigh is the recruitment consultant for the Ashleigh Group. She's responsible for placement of corporate positions across Polo Distribution, Sky Distribution, and Ashleigh Group. She has a BCom Honours in Human Resource Management, which ensures her ability to form deep and meaningful relationships in industry in her quest for great talent. So Ashleigh, another Ashleigh, welcome. And we're very excited to have you with us, and thank you for taking the time. Let's start by asking you, why did you choose to work in the fashion industry?
Hi, Ashleigh. Sorry, good evening. Thank you once again for letting me have the opportunity to address everyone tonight. So just to get back to your question, if the way that I can put it is basically the retail industry selected me, and I must be honest, I'm quite happy that it selected me. Obviously, when I was doing my studies, I was finishing up with my final year of honours, and I got the opportunity to join a company called Footwear Trading as an HR administrator, and obviously they were in the retail industry. I've always been one that loves or has a passion for fashion, if I can put it that way. So I was very lucky in that sense that I kind of got the job in the industry that I want to be in.
I love the way that you say that retail chose you, not you chose retail. And I think a lot of people in our industry will say that it chose us. It speaks to us. I've tried to move out of the industry. It didn't work. I came back. It does. It speaks to us. So how did you get into the talent acquisition?
So it was kind of a bittersweet moment, because when I obviously initially got my HR admin position at Footwear Trading, I unfortunately undergone a retrenchment. But with that, I was lucky enough to then get this opportunity with Ashleigh Group, where basically, once again, I feel like the position chose me, because the position was obviously for recruitment consultants, obviously your talent acquisition. And it was at the time where I wanted to explore another facet of HR, but still within the retail industry. So I was quite lucky that that opportunity came up for me.
Fantastic. So then you obviously know quite a lot about the different skill sets that candidates need to be successful in our industry. Can you tell us a little bit about the skill sets that you look for?
Definitely. So, I've obviously been dealing with LASA for 2 years now, and we host internships from a Polo perspective twice a year. And with regards to that, when we are interviewing the students, we look for characteristics such as passion, drive, flexibility. Determination and persistence is definitely key, especially when you have to get involved with the nitty-gritty stuff. The ability to work in harmony with our co-workers, but probably the number one thing that we definitely always look out for is their eager and willingness to add their knowledge and their knowledge base and skill set to the internship. The way that we view an internship at Polo is that it is beneficial for both parties. And the reason why I mention that is because as much as we need the interns to assist once again with the nitty-gritty stuff, it's as much as they need us to learn from the practicality of what this industry takes and what is needed to persevere in this industry.
And I think that, as I was saying earlier, it is the student who wants to get involved and who will get their hands dirty. It is the person who really stands out.
100%.
Which is great. Yeah. So you've been working with us for the past 2 years. Do you have a student or so that you can tell us about that has been particularly successful, how it's worked?
Yes, definitely. So the most recent one that I can tell you about is a lady by the name of Michelle Arujo. She obviously was a LISOF student. She interned with us for, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. And what ended up happening was one of our marketing coordinators unfortunately resigned, or they left for us. But fortunately for her, she was able to apply. As she was in the building, she was aware of the application, and she made the application, she applied, we interviewed her, and she's actually now currently the marketing coordinator at Polo. And I deal with Michelle on a daily basis, and she absolutely loves being at Polo. She loves that she got this opportunity, and it's quite crazy because we've recently we're just finishing up now with an internship, and I was obviously doing the rounds along the building, doing the tours, and a lot of the students that we've got this year for the internship recognized Michelle, which is just a kind of a cool experience, because it shows you that hard work, good attitude, perseverance, and just putting in that extra effort does pay off at the end.
Absolutely. I think that is key. It's about what you learn while you're studying, but it's also about your willingness and your eagerness to get involved. So we're sitting on this virtual webinar, and that's because of COVID. How has that changed the industry and the job that you're doing at the moment?
So look, I mean, COVID has definitely been very interesting. Along with that has brought its challenges for us. But the one thing that I can actually say is we're actually resilient in the way that we can overcome those challenges and identify new ways of dealing or doing old way of things. For me, particularly in my role, it's obviously now mostly virtual. So interviews are being done virtual through Zoom and through virtual dealings. It's no more of which is kind of upsetting in a way, because sometimes you prefer that face-to-face meeting, but obviously taking to COVID, you have to take the seriousness into it and you have to put your regulations in place. I know also recently with the launch of our autumn-winter 2021 range, we've obviously had challenges there, but like I say, you face the challenges and you become a problem solver, and you find ways of solving that through new ways of doing things, basically.
So hence our new module of design thinking for problem solving.
100%.
Because boy, if ever we had to solve problems, it was when COVID hit us.
Exactly.
Ashleigh, it's been so wonderful having my namesake join us tonight. Thank you so much. And it's been awesome speaking to you. Thank you.